is enough said.
Happy Monday, Heat Nation. Your boy Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Before I get started, you guys, I'm going to have to apologize. The kids are home from school, a little bit sick, making a lot of noise. So if you hear them in the background, I do apologize. I know it's Monday. I know all of us are getting the grind started from work. So let's spread this positivity and love by banging this with another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We push into 6,000 subscribers. Miami Heat had a huge game yesterday, you guys. I posted a short about it yesterday, but I'm going to talk about it a little today. The Heat win 104-100 against the Houston Rockets. We had an embarrassing game, the game against Atlanta. That was a must-win game. You lose against Atlanta, and you're now a play-in team. The Miami Heat have been doing this the last 3 seasons. Games that they need to win, they lose. 2 years ago in 2023, a huge game against the Brooklyn Nets towards the end of the season for the 6th seed. They lose. Last year in April, a huge game against Indiana for the 6th seed. They lose. A few days ago, the game against the Atlanta Hawks for the 6th seed. The Heat lose again. They've been falling on this track. And it's like I said in the short video before the game. If it looks like a duck, if it sounds like a duck, if it acts like a duck, guess what? It's an effing duck. If you're a play-in team the last 2 years, if you're hovering as a play-in team this season, guess what? You're a play-in team. So now we're hoping that the Miami Heat can get on a nice little run, get out of this play-in. Their record is 16-14, tied with the Milwaukee Bucks for the 6th seed. Yet again, we're fighting to get out of the play-in. This is what we've been doing all season, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is what we're going to continue to do all season long. Now, you had 5 players with double figures yesterday. Nikola Jovic hits a huge 3 towards the end of the game. But of course, Tyler Herro gets player of the game. 27 points, almost hits a triple-double. But one thing I love about Tyler Herro, you seeing that dog in the boy. Gets into an argument with Amen Thompson with a little bit less than a minute left in the game when the Heat were up 99-94. Amen Thompson grabs Tyler Herro, slams him on the ground. That wasn't called for. But what I loved about it is not what Tyler Herro did. It's what Terry Rozier did right after that. Literally, seconds after Tyler Herro goes on the ground, Amen Thompson's ass goes right on the ground because Terry Rozier hit him with a Bill Goldberg type of spear. Knocked his ass to the ground. That's what I want to see. That's Heat culture. Don't mess with nobody on this team because everybody else is going to pop your ass. Same mentality that we saw from Udonis Haslem. And I'm not going to say this Miami Heat team is soft, but ever since the Udonis Haslem retired, we haven't seen that type of dog-like mentality from this team. So that's why I loved what I saw yesterday. I love that Jimmy Butler posted on it because this season has been filled with drama, mediocreness, and a bunch of bullshit all season long. So what we saw last night was incredible. I saw Jimmy Butler post it. That was incredible. What that tells me is that this was the shot in the ass the Miami Heat needed. Now Jimmy Butler comes back and they riding high, they confident. It's like when you win a fight against someone, bro. You're confident, you're ready to go again, you're ready to answer the challenge. This Miami Heat team, with the season that they've been having, they look at this record, 16-14, 30 games have gone by in the regular season. You have 52 more games to go. This could be the shot in the arm that gets you to the next level. Jimmy comes back. These guys are riding high. Momentum can fall in our way. You have winnable games coming up. You have a flexibility to take advantage. Now, you guys, I know we've been talking about trades for Jimmy Butler. I know we've been talking trades about De'Aaron Fox. But I'm going to give you guys another name because right now things are standstill. We don't know what's going to happen with Jimmy. We don't know what's going to happen with De'Aaron Fox. The trade deadline's in February 9th. But a report came up today from Hoops Hype that I want to talk to you guys about. It was reported today that teams are looking to do a few fire sales, actually. It's looking like teams like the Toronto Raptors, Utah Jazz, Washington Wizards are trying to get some draft capital and let some players go. It was reported today that Jonas Valanciunas, Bruce Brown, Jordan Clarkson, Kelly Olynyk have all come up available for trade talks. And what these teams are looking is for second round draft compensation. So the report that was stated out is saying that all these teams, Toronto, Utah, Washington, they're looking for second round draft pick compensation. The Miami Heat have a 2026 second round draft pick from the Lakers. Plus, they have some assets. But one guy that I'm looking at, ladies and gentlemen, and I've talked about him before, Jonas Valanciunas from the Washington Wizards, can be a great addition to this Miami Heat team. Valančiūnas this season is averaging 11.5 points a game, 8 rebounds, 2.3 assists, 55% from the field, 92% from the free throw line. He's 7 feet. He gives you size. This is something the Miami Heat have been lacking. Kevin Love has been injured all season. He's not that same guy anymore. Kel'el Ware is still raw. He's getting playing time, thank God, but he's still a little raw. Now, the reason why I think that you've been seeing both Kevin Love and Kel'el Ware get playing time, fire sale. The trade deadline is coming up. Teams need to see what some of these guys can do. But if the Miami Heat can find a way to get Jonas Valanciunas on this team, I think he could help this Miami Heat team. Now, look, I know Kelly Olynyk's name is out there as well. I prefer Valanciunas over Kelly Olynyk. Valanciunas rebounds, that's something we desperately need. But Jonas Valanciunas, you guys, signed a 3-year, $30 million contract this offseason with the Washington Wizards. So if you're trading for him, you're going to obtain that contract. And I know a lot of people will think, well, he can't give the Wizards something that's going to make them let go of Valanciunas. Yes, they can. Because at the end of the day, the Washington Wizards, they're just looking to reload. So they want to get as much contracts off their books as they can. And he does have a very tradable contract because the third season is non-guaranteed. This year, he's averaging $9.9 million. Now, the Heat did make a trade for Thomas Bryant earlier this season, so this got them down a little bit under the second apron, a little more. About $3.7 million, the Heat are under the second apron line. Now, when you do a trade, you cannot take back more money than you're giving out. So the Miami Heat need to find a way to aggregate players to go ahead and meet that list. So you can add Kevin Love, Haywood Highsmith, Josh Richardson, Nikola Jovic, second round draft capital. It doesn't have to be all those players, but it can be a mix of 2 of them. You can get the numbers falling within the lines of the 125 percentile being a first apron team. So what that means is when you're a first apron team, you look at Jonas Valanciunas' $9.9 million contract. You have to make sure that the money that you're sending out doesn't have to be exact, but meets a criteria of 125%. So you can go a little under the $9.9 million, you can go a little bit over, but it can't be huge amounts because the Heat are a first apron team. Now, being that they're $3.7 million under the second apron line, they're gonna try to make a trade that keeps them under the second apron. You're following me? I know it's boring, but this is the facts. So if you're able to trade Jonas Valanciunas, here's a trade package I have. Send out Kevin Love, Haywood Highsmith, a future second round draft pick. This gets you a guy who you can start right next to Bam Adebayo. You'll also have Kel'el Ware coming off the bench and Nikola Jovic coming off the bench. This gives you 4 credible big men that you can have on this rotation. The trade works number-wise, and I think it works playing-wise. So Heat Nation, I want to hear from you. If an opportunity comes where the Miami Heat gets Jonas Valanciunas, will you take it? Or do you think this roster is good enough? Let me know what you think about that fight yesterday. How you feeling about Tyler Herro and Terry Rozier? Let me know in the comments your thoughts, you guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We're pushing to 6,000 subscribers. Thank y'all for the continued support. And until next time, your boy Ernest out. And that is enough said. Let's go Heat. Tyler Herro.